My name is Ann Rodriguez, and my new title now is Director of the Media Strategies degree program. The Media Strategies program is a new degree program that we started this fall. It's brand new this fall. And it's intended to be a degree program that captures a high level of knowledge about the media industry and teaches our students critical thinking skills and the ability to think strategically about the role that media plays in various industries that they might be interested in working in.
I'm Dr. Rebecca Ortiz, and I'm an assistant professor of advertising here in the College of Media and Communication. Media Strategies is a program that for people who aren't necessarily sure they want to go into advertising or PR or journalism, but want to get some expertise in how media works, what are some of the consequences of media consumerism, they go and do this Media Strategies degree, which the media literacy class is really trying to get people to understand or get students to understand how the media operates, but then how it affects them as consumers and potentially how their messages that they create as producers can then affect consumers.
I was really intrigued by the new program that the college had implemented, and I noticed that it had a very large influence in curriculum core of entrepreneurship, and that's something that I'm very interested in and something that I wanted to pursue.
This degree program meets the needs for anybody that might be interested in going on to graduate school. Perhaps professional programs like law school gives them a very good sort of overview of the media and the role that media plays in society. It's certainly good for anybody that has any interest in entrepreneurship, starting their own businesses, perhaps going to work for a family business, and anybody that just thinks that they might bring to a particular job or an industry knowledge about the media and how that can certainly help whatever business they're working in to meet its strategic needs better. A lot of the students who will be drawn to this major will have varying interests. I think the media will be a component that everybody has an interest in, but then they might have interest in working in various industries, and they're interested more in sort of the strategic part of that. And so that's what I've been done in my career. I've worked in a variety of different careers, and then I've taught in various majors. I teach in the advertising department here. I teach in the public relations department. And I now have just created one of our new courses for media strategies. We created two new courses, professional communication and media literacy.
So I am teaching one of the required classes in the Media Strategies program, media literacy. So that's primarily my involvement, is teaching that core class. Media literacy is kind of going beyond just the facts, this is how media works, this is why we have these certain kind of positions, and goes to, okay, let's think critically about how this influences us as consumers and citizens.
I teach the professional communication course, which is all about how to make presentations, because rather than traditional speeches, we believe that our students are going to be involved in presenting ideas and information in a variety of ways, and we want them to be very, very comfortable with that. So I created and now teach the professional communication class. And that does teach students how to present in different situations and presenting different types of information to different types of audiences. So they have an assignment where they're pitching an idea for a new television show to a bunch of investors. They have an assignment where they're responding to a request for proposal, which many folks will have to do if they go to work in advertising or in public relations. They have several assignments where they're providing information but doing it from a persuasive point of view rather than a sort of objective point of view, because most of what our students will be doing out in the workforce will be some sort of persuasive presenting when they're asked to do so. So that's really the one course, and it's a course they take early on that they will do that in. And then their capstone course, which is called Media Economics and Entrepreneurship, that's the last course that they'll take. They're going to spend a great deal of time learning how to create a business plan and then actually creating a business plan for some new business that they'd like to start. So that's fairly hands-on as well.
I do have a business that I am working on right now, and everything that I've learned in the classes that I've taken so far with the program have taught me a great deal that I would have never have gotten before. They bring in great guest speakers that have started up their own businesses. to tell us their success stories, and it really is important to hear from the people that have come before you. And I think that this program really does allow you to learn a lot about it.
And take the very specific media strategies courses, the three new ones, the professional communication, media literacy, and then the capstone course. They also take the 2 entrepreneurship courses at the business school, but then the rest of their coursework, they can pick and choose from any media and communication class, mostly. So certainly any of the principles classes they can choose, and lots of special topics classes. So if a media strategy student were particularly interested in advertising, let's say, or particularly in PR, they would be able to take certain advertising and PR classes and maybe concentrate their electives in those areas so that they felt like they had a good general knowledge of that field as well.
How I see it is you, for the most part, cannot be in any kind of business or any sort of job where you're dealing with people on a regular basis without at least understanding the basics of media. Because we're surrounded by it. Regardless of whether you're a lawyer, you're a teacher, you're going to eventually be using some element of media, either to promote yourself, to promote something that you're doing, or just to get a word out about, potential clients or potential kinds of things. So really this degree can shoot off into any kind of field, particularly for people who are interested in starting their own business or doing some sort of entrepreneurship. They need to have at least a basic understanding of how media works to be able to promote themselves or promote whatever they're working for. So that's kind of how we see this, is that it can be a degree where people don't necessarily go and work at an ad agency or work at a PR agency or work for a newspaper, but some element of their job likely is going to have some media in there, and that gives them sort of the basis to be able to handle that.
With this degree, I would definitely take it to a media agency or an advertising agency or an in-house because this major still completely works, just like PR does, just like advertising does, just like EMAC does, journalism. This program is almost like a combination of them all. You really learn how to fine-tune your art when it comes to communication.